Hello, this is Solomon. This is a 2v3 on Bagration. Which whenever I'm doing 1v2, 2v3, I prefer Bagration is one of the maps I like. Actually, as far as 2v, well, I also do 2v3 on Strategist. But as far as 2v3, Bagration is one of the maps I usually play. Or if I'm doing 1v2, since again, it allows infantry rushing. There's a pretty... It's just a good map for infantry rushing. And there's lots of depots, there's pretty high density, which works to your advantage, and there's tons of forests, which favors infantry, which is really cheap and easy. Like on the more open map, even a noob can like just make a doom stack of like tigers or king tigers or Persians or something, but on this map it's harder to make that work due to all the choke points and terrain. So under normal circumstances, this will be like, I'm pretty much almost 100% confident in winning this, but here's the thing, we're on Total War. We're on 1939. Line infantry aren't good, so I still decide to see if I can make the magic happen. Meanwhile, Crumpets just says 5 depot start. And I go barracks, a double artillery position. So I can kill any production he has, ideally, before he gets like too much tanks. Or if he tries to send up any bunkers. Now, even only at 1v2 and 2v3, like there needs to be a big skill difference, but more than that, like the enemy players need to be bad enough that they're making mistakes that you can exploit. Like if these 3 players were like just close to me Crumpet's skill, like we would have almost 0 chance of winning. Like finding out number like this is exploiting mistakes pretty much. I mean, that's all gameplay, but especially in this, you're just trying to look for big errors on enemy part. So yeah, both of these players go air, so it's like, yeah. I'm making an RM base to maybe get a KV1, but it's just falling apart, obviously. Like you have Garvria, I could just kill all the tanks, but they're Strelky, which are slower, much more fragile, and they throw Molotovs, they don't have a bazooka. Speed this up a little. I make a little run for the HQ, but I mean I get it, which is okay, no, the convoy is still sent. I guess I slow down RUSE generation for a little bit and cancel any current RUSEs. So that's nice, but it's not really doing anything. Crumpets is doing his best. And honestly, these 2 players could have easily killed Crumpets. Like this Warhawk, Bomber, Hurricane, or like anything plus UK Paras, like they could have easily just killed Crumpets right away. More Shulky harass, seeing if I can make something happen. But at this point, it's clear it's not going well. I actually asked Crumpets if he wanted to surrender, but he wanted to hold on, so I was like, okay. Coming out with the A now. Oh yeah, so I tried to sneak some Shulky, but it doesn't work. Yeah, like light infantry are so bad. So there's this really, really funny issue when there's 2 air players on an enemy team that aren't like in sync or good. It's because both of them are air, so like, oh, we'll just win air, but they don't actually end up cooperating, and they both spin units on like ground or economy or bombers. So like in any given engagement, Super Crumpets actually has a big lead since he has more planes, unless these both players combine all their fighters. But this doesn't end up happening. Like it happens a lot. It's pretty funny. So like 1 good air player versus 2 bad air players is that bad. Since like the bad air players just aren't gonna be in sync or cooperating really with their air. So you know, just eliminate. What is it called? Fuck. Whatever the term for when you split the enemy force then destroy. Can't remember the specific phrasing. Oh, divide and conquer, yeah. That's what you say, divide and conquer. UK gets Spitfires in 39, but Crumpets clearly didn't feel the need because enemy UK wasn't making Spitfires. Yeah, I end up losing the barracks. Like, I just can't do anything against the leads. Like, the Strelkies just die. Come over with this Strelky. He ends up dying, though. Now I'm taking these depots. So at this point, my plan is to defend, then do a Guardia AT/AA push. Because, like, bring out the heavy infantry, they'll work wonders. Seem to wait till 42, survive 6 more minutes. So at this point, yeah, I just start stockpiling money. I only spend as much money as I need to. So oddly enough, like the enemy team isn't very aggressive about getting their depots. Like this is empty. This like none of these all these depots should be being used. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like all these depots that they're just not taking for some reason. I don't know why. No, Krampus is getting free air kills over here. And now this like campaign-esque bomber or para attack happens. Like I'm saying, like some scripted event you would see in a mission. Like I don't know what the goal was for this, since I'm pretty sure he knows Ave over here. So yeah, at this point they're basically just starting to feed me and Crumpet's points. What's the point? Why do all these tanks exist? What the fuck? Not doing anything. I almost lose the B11 to the pair. But he lives thanks to the hurricane. I decided to bring out a Pushka. Maybe kill some bases, and this will also just shred the light infantry to oblivion. Oh my god, those are so much damage. So much damage. And it's light infantry, so AA will actually do a little bit here. It's not much, but a little. And he loses his recon too, so it's just like, okay, now he has recon, but yeah, I just kind of kill all his GIs here, and like we're hundreds of points ahead now. They play Terror when we have Fanaticism, so that made 0 sense. Since Terror gets cancelled by Fanaticism, which is why it's a garbage ruse. I'm just going after the production. 2.5 more minutes. So at this point, it's looking really good. We're almost 400 points ahead. And like, if you look at, like, they have so much more material on the map. And there's like, so it means they're spending their money. They're not saving it up for a 42 push. Some stewards try to push through, but they all end up dying. Like, I'm not sure why he was so aggressive in 39. Just wait for 42 and do something. If you want to push. But even then, or maybe wait till 45, since I'm not sure. Like, I guess you could spam Shermans in 42, but that's kind of like really stupid. Yeah, wait. Yeah, actually, no. US doesn't really have any options in 42, at least in this scenario. Because I get advanced AT guns out of the AT base, and it's total war, so I don't even need to research them or anything. So Wellington's trying to come in for some like, even if they came through, like they would kill my Pushka, which is annoying, but the production's very replaceable. It's cheap. I wish I could see money in replays. Unfortunately, I can't. Now this guy's suicides like more planes. Like yeah, he kills the artillery base, but he loses, you know, like 150 worth of planes. Well, okay, maybe more like 120 worth. Like what? All these tanks not doing anything. My God, so many hurricanes from Crumpets. It's like these two guys are just bleeding away all their air while Crumpets is keeping his alive. And yeah, I think like what, maybe 200, 300 supply. So I sent out the AT base. And now I start spamming Guardia. He kills the first AT base, but he loses. Okay, he only loses one hurricane for it, but it's whatever. And it's like obvious this guy doesn't have any money since he's not spamming out tanks or rangers. Yeah, light infantry is gonna die. Lancaster coming through. I don't know what he was going for though. Yeah, it's like he's not making anything. He clearly has no units, or clearly has no supply. So yeah, I'm just kind of pushing through. Send out some depots and barracks so I can keep the infantry coming. Again, no money, so this guy just folds immediately. Two RDA kill all these AA guns. You know, Krampus is just kind of messing around. He's trying to make Cromwells since he loves doing that. Man, just what a slaughter. Like they just had no money to stop the 42 push and just goddamn. But they were bleeding so much in 39 when they really didn't need to. Like 1,700 kills in infantry, only 400 losses. Crumpets had 300 loss in planes and 1,600 kills. Like goddamn. That is the end of this video.